just want to talk.
Welcome to We Just Want to Talk. I'm Debbie.
And I'm Mariam, and all we want to do is talk about Tegan and Sara.
Hello, everyone. This is another very special episode of our podcast, We Just Want to Talk. And it's special because we have special guests, and we're talking about junior high, Tegan and Sara's graphic novel. But before we get into that, our guests are Jess and Rosie. Hello, Jess and Rosie. Hi. All right. Debbie, would you like to take it up from here?
Sure. So I met Jess during tour. We met in Nashville and we saw two of the concerts together. Like we got along really well. We were like hanging out. So I thought that because Rosie was there as well with us, and the junior high, I know it's not her age exactly, but I thought it would be cool to have like an actual child to talk about the book with us. So I think it was like the perfect opportunity. Tell us about you guys. How did you become a Tegan and Sara fan, both of you?
Okay.
Give us a little introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want me to go first?
Yes, Mama.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jess. I became a fan in 2002 because I was going to see another artist, and Tegan and Sara were the opening act. And my friend at the time that I was going to that show with got their album If It Was You, and then we listened to it constantly and like for months until the show was happening. And so then we saw them in person live, and then we were big fans right away. And yeah, that was basically
where are you guys from?
Oh, Seattle.
Seattle.
So this show was in Seattle at the Moore Theater in October of 2002. Maybe those.
Did you go to any more concerts after that? Like, how do you keep up with Tegan and Sara?
Yeah.
Okay, so that next, I had just turned 19 at the time.
Mhm.
And so the next time they were in, yeah, insert 19 reference, I guess. So the next time they came to Seattle, which I think they came to Seattle pretty often, but they weren't doing big shows or a lot of big headlining shows yet. So it was usually at like a 21 and over place. So I couldn't go to that show. It was at a place called the Tractor Tavern in Seattle, but that day they did a record in store, and that was, I think, it was January of 2003. So it was over 20 years ago now.
Wow.
And so I went to that and met them awkwardly at that point.
Did you find the picture in the end?
I haven't found the picture. This is pre-digital photos, you know. So I need to nag my my old friend again, because I asked her and she's like, I'll have to dig through all my stuff because we went to so many shows together, so many concerts. She has so many photos, but I'm hoping she can find it. We'll see.
That would be cool.
But then I kind of fell away a bit. I don't know, college and just
life.
Life
happened.
I really didn't have like a lot of friends that were into Tegan and Sara at the time, and then it was hard to go to as many shows as you grow and age.
Yeah.
And work and don't have as much disposable income and stuff. So really got back into them more recently. I mean, I was always a fan. I was always like a more casual fan.
Yeah.
Great.
For about 15 years, I guess. And then a few years ago, well, actually when high school came out, the book, I remember seeing them on some talk shows and then being like, oh yeah, Tegan and Sara, and then kind of getting back into them when that happened. So that was like 2019.
Okay. Yeah. And how did Rosie become a fan?
I became a fan. Oh, yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Rosie.
I am 8 years old.
8. All right.
Yes.
And how did you become a fan?
I became a fan by just Mama was listening to a Tegan Sara album when I think I came home from something with Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, I'll listen to it. I'm like, why would not maybe like to listen to it? And then I became a huge fan, and I don't know
Oh.
I don't know how, but it was so fun.
And how old were you? Do you remember?
I
Was it like a year ago?
Is
do
it
you
recent?
remember, do you remember what album it was?
Still jealous.
It was right when Still Jealous came out.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
So
But last year.
yeah, I had tried to play them before, and she would be like, no, she gets like really into certain artists, and then we listen to like, you know, a lot of the same thing for like months. She is very into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of hard to introduce new stuff, but then when you heard Still Jealous, you were a big fan.
Yeah.
Is
And
Still
it's because-
Jealous your favorite album?
Is it?
No.
Do you have
No.
a favorite album?
Yeah.
Maybe
Do you
Cry
have-
Baby.
Cry.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cry Baby, of course.
Yeah. She
Yeah,
usually
good
says
choice.
her favorite is Crybaby.
What about
Good
yours,
choice.
Jess?
Oh gosh, I can't pick.
You can't pick. It's
I
hard,
can't pick.
right?
Yeah, it's really hard because if it was You and So Jealous, since
Yeah.
that was like the time that I first became a big fan,
Yeah.
those are really special. But we play Sainthood all the time. We'll be like, oh, I'm in a Sainthood mood, and then play a lot of Sainthood, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or Heartthrob. I don't know. And then we'll listen to Hey, I'm Just Like You, and we'll be like, oh, this is so good. And
Yeah.
so,
It's
I don't know.
true.
And then we love Crybaby. And
Yeah, I
don't
know how you feel.
Yeah.
So, and
It's
then, I
nice.
mean,
It's nice
I
that they have such a huge catalog, and you can just like be in a mood, and they have it. They have something
Exactly.
for your mood. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
So much, like so many lyrics.
Yeah. So I can't even pick. Like I tried to pick my top 5. Like I can't. I don't know.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it's definitely
I
hard.
might have a top 5.
You might have a top 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you? Do you want to share?
Albums or songs?
Albums? I think she means.
Albums, yeah.
Albums. What are they?
I can't grow up at
Oh wait, that's
Cry Baby.
That's a song.
I
Yeah.
was thinking of the song
okay.
because I like that song too.
Nice.
And it's the first song.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice, it's catchy.
Yeah, it's hard to pick 4 more though.
Oh,
Because they're all so good.
that's okay. That's
fine.
okay.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know how you feel.
Yeah.
It's just when you're in a mood for something, you're in the mood
Yeah.
for something to listen to. All right.
Mhm.
So what we're going to do in this episode, we're going to talk about junior high, which is the latest, I don't know, publishing or production by Tegan and
Book?
Sara. It's a production
Oh.
or book.
No, there's a project.
Publication.
Mhm.
And we're going to, first of all, have some synopsis about junior high, and then we're going to have an interview with you, Jess, and with you, Rosie. We have a question for each one of you, and question for everyone. And then we're going to have some interpretation for junior high towards the end, comparing to high school. And
discussion?
whatnot. Yeah, a discussion. And last but not least, we're going to interpret or talk about This Is Everything, because it's the song that was featured in the book in junior high,
Mhm.
but it was titled Climbed Up on a Rainbow.
There's a few changes in the lyrics
Yeah.
too.
Lyrics and the singer of the song this time too. So because it's sung by Tegan and this time it's by Sara.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's a Tegan song.
It's
But
Tegan's
wasn't
song,
this
but written by
wasn't this
Sara.
yeah, wasn't this the one that she stole the lyrics?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the one. The like the first lyrics, and then she changed the rest. So
Oh.
Okay.
we have some description in here on the archives. We're gonna get to
Oh yeah,
that and some trivia.
There's
Yeah.
trivia. Okay, we got to there when
We'll get to that. All right,
we
so
talk about song.
we have the book in here. So if you wanna like go through
Cool.
a page.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're
Mhm.
going to have some synopsis, all right? But Debbie,
Yes.
if I like say anything wrong, please correct me and please pick up where I stop because my information is kind of
Okay.
limited. So this is Tegan and Sarah's second official book. Can we
Published.
Published
We
book.
just
Can
say
we
that?
consider it in on ads?
They have in on ads and they have the So Jealous acts too, but I don't know if it counts because those aren't like
No, they're not. Like, it's supposed to be like an
they were
autobiography, but it's
because they were
not.
like self-published.
Self-published,
These
yeah.
books, like high school and junior high, they were actually published by a
Publishers.
publishing. Yeah, exactly. So it's second one.
Yeah, it's by okay, so this is the second book published, and it's we can consider it a prequel to High School, their memoir, which was published in 2019. It's also kid friendly, so it
Yes,
has
it's
about
aimed.
kind of same themes, or aimed to younger kids. Same themes, same ideas, but for a younger audience, and it's I guess for like not teenagers, but preteens for ages 10 to 14, I suppose.
Yeah.
You can read it if you're younger, right, Jess? I think it's
Yeah.
like
I guess it's middle grade is the
middle grade.
category, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that for a lot of kids, if you're like 8 or 9, and it depends like how big of a reader you are, I think. Because I don't know, maybe even some like 14-year-olds, they'd be like, well, that's like a comic book. I'm not into it. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah.
So, but then like I like it. I'm an adult.
I loved it actually.
Yeah.
It entertained me, and it's an
Yeah.
easy read. It's a sweet read.
Easy read and
Yeah,
sweet. And it's just
fun.
nice. Yeah.
So I think those guidelines of like 10 to 14 are helpful for educators and parents and stuff, but they're not like hard and fast rules. Like,
Yeah, like if you know your child or yourself, you know if you're gonna
Mhm.
like it or not.
Yeah,
and understand the topics and
totally.
Of course, yes. Well, the book was published on May 30th, 2023. However, the project originally started in 2018, according to the latest Substack. Well, not the latest because they did post one
second
today.
latest.
Yeah, second latest Substack. That means it's been 5 years. They have started this project with Tilly Walden and with their
The
publishers.
illustrator is Tilly Walden. I don't think you said that yet, that the illustrator
Yeah,
is...
I did say, I just said it.
Oh, okay.
There with Tilly Walden, their illustrator. And their publishers, and then the publisher, which is Farrar Straus Giroux and Macmillan for, I guess. So they started in 2018. And by the way, Macmillan, it's like it's a publishing company for kids, like school textbooks and novels and these things. So I suppose they're going to add it to some middle schools, hopefully. There's
should be in every middle school library.
It should be, but can we really?
Well, it's
the politics.
I can't say that it's in bookstores, at least in Toronto. All of the ones I went inside, they had a copy. So hopefully libraries.
Yeah, I've seen it in independent bookstores around me too, and I've seen it at our local
library.
Not like in person, but it's in, like, I searched for it. They have it
in the catalog. Yeah,
they have it in the catalog in circulation. So
there's a second book though, and it comes out next year, which is called Tegan and Sara Crush. So that's the continuation of this book.
Very excited.
Yeah, very excited too. I hope we get new music too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm hoping that we're gonna get new music. You know what I mean? Instead of redone.
I think we're gonna get like a record at the end of 2023 to introduce like to combine the two books.
Really? Like a record? Oh, you mean Tegan and Sara and the
it has like, you know how I am just like you, but it has to do with
maybe
this.
an EP.
An EP.
Like an entire album for a book?
No, it's just old music that's I think remastered. Supposedly.
Does Rosie know what an EP is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think she listened to any Tegan and Sara EPs. But she knows
they
like
don't have
Boy
any.
Genius did an EP and then they did a record, and
Yes.
That's
I don't.
great.
Tegan and Sara never released an EP, ever.
No.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I mean, let's not jinx them. Let's hope we keep getting records, not EPs.
Oh yeah.
Like, they did say, I think in the start of this year, something about like
New
old
music.
and
Mm.
new music.
That's why I
And they
think it
talked
has to do
about-
with this. So
They always say things. We just have to like wait and see.
wait and see.
We never
Exactly.
know. They're
Exactly.
always up
And they
to
have a
something.
project going on right now with that, like the twins book. So they have like another book going on right now.
They've had this project since
Yeah.
forever as well. I can't wait for that.
And
Yeah.
they said in Nashville, they were saying how another chapter, like a chapter book that's separate from
Oh,
junior
fiction.
high.
I
Yeah,
remember.
fiction chapter book for kids for middle grade. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that
So
one.
that'll be
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So they were
Okay.
in Comic-Con last week to promote the book, Junior High there. I wish we had like a footage or any like taping
I
from there.
wish I was there.
Fun.
I'm hoping
Diego.
It was just too
Yeah.
last minute for us to.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they're going to release a video.
Yeah, I've just seen like little clips
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
so-
there.
Eventually.
By the way, today is July 27th, just so people understand when we say yesterday, today, tomorrow.
Mhm.
This
It's
is
July
today.
28th in here, but it's fine.
Oh, yeah, you know what I mean.
It's fine, yeah. All right. Before we begin our interview, we just like to remind if anyone like found this podcast, because sometimes people look for reviews and you're lost, you can't tell between Tegan and Sara in the book, because this was one of the earliest comments when the advanced readers copies came out and
How
none
do you
found
tell them apart?
read it. So you can tell them apart that Tegan is in blue, like colors. The colors are blue, and Sara in red. That's for their thoughts, for the monologues. However, you can tell them apart also through their hair, because Tegan's hair is like on her ears, covering up her ears, but Sarah's hair is tucked behind one ear.
Behind.
Yeah.
To both ears.
Both ears?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
both ears. Yeah. So that's clues for the last ones as I've written here.
That's so funny.
Tegan's hair is like this.
Yeah, it's like behind the ear. And that's Sara. Exactly.
And
Exactly.
then sometimes it like falls in front, so it's kind of like that. So
Oh yeah, that's actually Tegan when it's like one ear's out.
Sometimes
know?
Tegan does show her ears, and then I'm like,
It's like
Uh-oh.
this. Wait, I
Yeah.
have a page
Yeah.
in here. It's like that's Tegan because like her ear's
I like
out.
that one.
That's the bent ear. That's the bent
Yeah.
ear. It has to be.
I like this one.
but then sometimes
yeah, both of
Sarah's
them. Yeah.
hair is like a little bit like in front, like the shorter part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the fringe, Sarah's fringe, of course. Well, I have to say that Tilly Walden is the illustrator again, to repeat that, because it was like vaguely mentioned, and she did an amazing job with the illustration, honestly, because sometimes I had like a laughing fit at the faces, especially when their eyes go wide, they pop open. Like the
Yeah.
No,
presents.
when they're either angry or nervous, it's my favorite. I
It's
love
the
like
presents when they were like presents and their eyes just popped open. It's like, wow. She's
Yeah,
possessed.
there's lots of laugh out loud moments.
oh yeah,
And-
definitely. So funny. And during the audiobook as well, I was like smiling the whole
Yeah.
time.
I love
Yeah.
the audiobook. It's amazing. We're gonna talk about the audiobook, by the way. I like the voices of the actors and
Mhm.
the narration, actually. It's really nice. Libby,
I
can
like
you
the
hear me?
narration, but I did have
Okay. Because
I
it
did
annoyed
have
me
a
if
little
keep
bit
going.
trouble distinguishing the actors themselves, like the friends. I never knew who was talking.
I don't care. I was reading and listening. That's why.
Oh, I didn't. So I was a little bit
Oh.
confused.
No, I was reading and listening because what confused me was Tegan and Sarah's voices, and I was like complaining to Debbie. It's like I can't tell. Is this Tegan? Is this Sarah? Because one part Tegan reads it and it's Sarah's part, and I'm like, and then she switches. I'm like, what is going on? Why does Tegan has a lisp like all of a sudden? I have no
Wait,
idea.
are you talking about their narration or are you talking about the voice actors?
No, the
The
narration.
narration.
It kind of
I didn't
confused
have
me.
trouble. I didn't have trouble telling them apart.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
didn't
know
have
why.
trouble telling real adult Tegan and Sarah apart. And I think like maybe like it took a chapter or two for me to like
yeah, did
the
you have
voice
headphones
actors.
in?
No.
Because
I only knew because
when they talked, Sarah was on the right side and Tegan was on the left one.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, we
I didn't have any.
yeah, we listened to it on
No.
the car and then just
Like the speakers.
I listened on my
speaker.
phone. Yeah, so we'll get to the audiobook, but first of all, we have some questions. All right. Shall we begin with the interview?
Yes.
All right. So this question is for Jess, all right?
Okay.
What was your experience reading the graphic novel? I don't know. I kept saying the graphic novel instead of junior high. I kept writing the graphic
Yeah.
novel. Well,
Whatever.
yeah, junior high as a mother, and how did you decide to let Rosie to read it?
Well, it was great. I skimmed it and like looked through it before, but I planned her to read it anyway. There's no
Mhm.
way that I could there's no way that I could read a book by Tegan and Sara and then be like, no, you can't read this. Like
Mm,
in front of her, that's like colorful and looks like it's for
Yeah.
kids.
exactly.
I'll cry. I'll
Like
cry.
like she accepts that high school is not age appropriate. Like she
Yeah.
understands she's not trying to read that, but yeah, it was really great. I mean, me and Rosie are big readers,
Mhm.
so we read independently and together a lot. But I've never read a graphic novel, like ever.
Well, same.
I've only read comics.
Yeah, I read comics like when I was a kid, but it was kind of before the graphic novel
What's the
thing.
difference? Comics are shorter, I guess, the stories?
It's like a
Yeah,
magazine. I don't know.
yeah, like shorter, like
Parts, they have like
superhero
series.
comics and
Because I was
stuff.
gonna
Yeah.
say that I used to read graphic novels, but I think what I used to read is what you're telling me, comic books.
No, these
not-
are comics.
Yeah.
I used to read comics too.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
don't know if I've ever read
I
a
read one
graphic
called
novel,
Witches.
actually.
So
What's
yeah,
the next question?
yeah. Ask the next question, Debbie.
Okay.
What kind of questions did Rosie have for you while and after reading it? Did you have any questions when you were reading, Rosie, that you were curious about? That like in the middle of the
Well,
book you were like,
I had to explain to her what the word perv was.
Mm,
oh, I remember that. I
Um,
think you told me
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, in that section. So that was interesting.
And a VCR.
And I had to like more explain VCR.
Oh,
Oh
VCR.
yes, oh yeah,
Like,
the references. Did she have
Yeah, I
questions
love
about
those
that?
references. I love like the modern references, and then like like they were watching Terminator or something, and then I was like,
Mhm.
oh yeah,
I need
Terminator.
someone to explain Terminator to me.
It's like Call
I
of
didn't
Duty.
get the reference.
It's a movie, no?
Terminator is a movie. Yeah,
All right.
with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think there were
Is
like
that
a
the
few of them.
future? He comes from the future or whatever? Is that the
No,
one?
that's the Matrix.
No, Matrix is Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
And Matrix is like Terminator is old. It's like way older.
I'm a few years older than Rosie only.
I'm super old. But yeah, I mean,
Just 8.
also like just I mean, not that she had questions really about like periods or bras or things, but just like kind of a little bit maybe. But I mean, she already knows about that stuff.
Mhm.
All right.
I know what a
Because-
bra is. Of course, I know what a bra
Obviously.
is.
Yeah.
You
Obviously.
guys- But I'm trying to think of like if there's any other like taboo things, but not really. I mean, there's little references or some words that she wasn't sure like what the context was for it or something. But then that's the good thing about like reading like side by side with your kid is that you can explain it.
Yeah.
That's great. All right, let's
Um,
move to the third question. This one's
um,
for Rosie. So tell us your overall impression of junior high and what did you enjoy the most?
I liked the drawings.
Yeah,
Mhm.
illustration. I
Love
loved
the
it.
illustrations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
She
you
loves-
did you
she loves to draw herself, so
yeah.
she was really excited about the Tilly's illustrations and
You
really
know what I
loved
was gonna do? I was gonna color the drawings.
Oh
And
yeah.
I bought, Debbie knows this, and I got colors. And I was
I
gonna
told
like
her
color.
you have to get another one so you can keep one like intact.
Yeah, I
That's
was
what
gonna
then-
color.
that's a good idea.
I don't ever want to color my graphic.
That said, they should make a coloring book for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool for sure.
That's
Yeah, I would
cool.
love to do that. But then I decided I will just get a Zen coloring book, and I did that, and I just color flowers right now instead
Oh,
of Tegan
good.
and Sara, fictional Tegan and Sara.
I just draw pictures of T and Sarah almost every day.
Yeah, she does.
Really? Can you tell? Can you
I
show
have a
us?
giant desk over here of just pictures.
Yeah, she really loved the illustrations for sure. She was very inspired by them. But yeah, I mean, she loves the dialogue too. When Rosie was reading junior high aloud, especially the first time, even straight away, she was kind of reading in different voices for each character and like doing all the different inflections and with the dialogue. It was really good.
Did you pick up in like
Did she
the
enjoy
jokes
the
at all?
dialogue?
Like, did you think it was funny?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Did you think it was funny?
Yeah.
Rosie, did you like the book better or the audiobook better?
This is for everyone.
I think I like the book better too, but I mean, not by much. It's not
Yeah.
like, you know.
Like I don't know. I think maybe I should listen and read at the same time because I didn't do that. Like when they have these faces, like you don't get that in the audiobook.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, or the best part when they're puddles. That's like
When they're puddles.
that's one of my favorite
They
parts.
become a
And that's
puddle.
why they make the sound of the puddle.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
audiobook, it's really cool how they made.
I
they
like
did
the
that
score
with the
for the
sound.
audiobook, like the music. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's very catchy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true. Like we don't get that with the book. Like when the kids are in school and then you can listen to like talking or at home, like all the sounds and stuff.
Mhm.
I thought that was really cool.
I think I like both equally.
I need to go for a second. A second.
It's
Okay.
fine.
We're not going anywhere.
I know.
I like the audiobook and I like the book. I don't know if I like one more than the other. I think reading them together is just very nice.
They complement each other.
Yeah, but I
very
wish
well.
it was Tegan and Sarah's voices instead of actors.
I kind of wish that too.
Yeah.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
if it was them.
I really
speaking.
like Tegan and Sarah, so it's like everything. I just like feed me Tegan and Sarah, nothing else, no one else. Though I
The
love
next
the
question.
addition for narration. All right, next question. What was your favorite chapter and why? We're gonna begin with you, Jess. And what was your least favorite chapter and why? If you have a least favorite, it's fine, no pressure.
I don't have a least favorite.
You know
I
what?
mean-
I might have a least favorite just because my notes. There was a chapter with no notes.
Oh.
Oh, no,
It's
that's not my least favorite. It's the one that's called Dreams. I didn't write anything about it.
It's the one that I guess Tegan gets her period. It's stuck on
No.
page.
Mhm.
No, it's the
like one
chapter
page.
I like that one.
218.
It's
No, I
funny.
like this one.
I don't have a
page-
least favorite.
It's not my least favorite. I just didn't read and I didn't make any notes about it. I guess just because
Oh.
it's short.
I think
That's my least favorite because I feel bad for like in the book they don't get to be big rock stars
oh.
because they're just like
Oh,
Oh.
sleeping with their dreams.
it's just dreams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
it's-
yeah.
But look, it's really nice that they like the colors. They have both colors. in
Yeah.
This one.
My favorite, like, oh my god, they look possessed.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
It's so funny.
That's what Sarah's like short hair Sarah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
I like
yeah.
short hair Sarah.
I liked it when she cut her hair. I like that.
Yeah, I like that part. I really like the bras chapter and the guitar chapter. I think those are my favorite ones.
Oh, the guitar chapter might be my favorite. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know my favorite.
It's hard
I
to
also
I
like
teenage babies when they go to their first day of junior.
Yeah, that's a good one too. It's a good first chapter.
Yeah.
I don't have a least favorite. I can't tell. My favorite chapter, I don't know, two. You know the
Yeah.
party they sing at? I think that's my
Mhm.
favorite chapter, I suppose. Is it the first song? No,
It's a Gux
it's the party. No, it's called the party.
Debut.
the party, yeah.
Gux debut, I think.
Gunk's debut.
Gunk's debut. That's when
Yeah.
they sing it for the first time, and then there's the dance.
Good job, Rosie.
Yeah.
Wow.
They just finished the
I mean, she read
I
it 5
know.
times. You know.
She has, and we did just finish the audiobook this morning. We
Yeah.
finished the rest of it.
I think my favorite chapter is the one with the party because that's when Sarah tells Tegan that she has a crush on Roshni.
Rationally, yeah.
I think that was cool. What is it?
I don't like the name Gunk though. I wish they kept it Flunk.
I think it's funny. They're
Funny.
12. They're
Oh, yeah.
literally like
Yeah.
And
they're
then they
kids.
I
turn 18, and
think
then they turn 13.
maybe that's why they made it be something different than Flunk because of their younger ages. I don't know.
Because it's fictional.
Because gunk is
Yeah.
like, you hear that a lot of times when you're little, like, here's some gunk.
Yeah.
Is gunk like a good kid word?
I think it fits.
Yeah. Because grunge and punk.
Yeah.
All right, moving to the next question. Who was your favorite character and who was your least favorite character? I think Debbie and I share the
love-
least favorite
I
character.
love Chloe.
My favorite character is Sarah because I love Sarah.
I mean, Tegan and Sara are my favorite, but like they don't count.
Of course.
You mean supporting characters?
Supporting
Yeah.
characters,
The
Chloe,
rest of
definitely, yeah.
Do you have a favorite of their friends or their family members or something?
Favorite friend is Noah.
Your favorite friend is Noah, really?
Yeah, I like
Cool.
Noah.
Okay.
Coolest.
Noah.
Noah is really cool.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
popular.
She has a million friends.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
What about Jess? Who's your favorite?
I don't know. I'm not good at picking favorites.
I think my least favorite's Avery, of course.
Least favorite.
Oh,
is
Avery, of course,
Avery.
yeah.
Yeah, Avery is.
Avery's the bully.
Ugh.
Like
Well,
she's my
Happy's the
least
bully.
favorite, but she's a good character.
Yeah, she's a good
Like
character.
she's a character that
so grumpy all the time.
Yeah.
but we need that for the story. A character that I don't care for is Vincent. He's like just there.
Just
Vincent
random
and Sid,
there.
why
I
are they
don't-
even Sid?
Serves
Sid
no
the
purpose.
character.
No,
not Sid the movie.
Kaido. We don't need Kaido.
We don't need Kaido.
I
No.
like
Rosie
Kaido.
would she'd cut Kaido out of the book.
Oh.
I have a problem with Noah though. I feel like
We can discuss Noah later
yeah, later. Yeah. But yeah.
and more in depth because we talked
Exactly.
about it
Know what's
earlier
your
before the
favorite of the
podcast.
friends? I really do like the characterization, is that the word?
Yeah.
Of their parents.
Yeah,
in
same.
Yes.
You
thought
know what
that
I
was really
like?
good.
I like that their dad was more involved in this graphic novel than he was in high school and in high school
No, in the
show.
book he was pretty involved, but the show, like I felt like
Yeah.
we needed more.
But he's more involved in
didn't
here.
have
Like
the
he
same-
attended their party and with Vicky and
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
yeah, it's like it's and the birthday and everything and
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I like the parents in the
Same.
graphic novel.
Yeah, they're very involved, that's true. Both. I mean the
Yeah,
four of them.
They're
Well-
funny. I like the bit where they're driving and they're like, can we bring Faiza a slushie and then a Slurpee and then they're like, wow, thanks for driving us around, Mom, and like doing that whole sarcastic thing.
And that was also
That's
that was
funny.
also funny in the audiobook. I remember that I liked that part in the
Yeah.
audiobook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mom is like, she's like,
I like the mom's voice in the audiobook.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. I
He's
like
like
the
the-
voices actually of the actors in the audiobook as well.
Mhm.
Sarah's the Sarah character has a good voice, so it's like when she sang "Climbed Up on the Rainbow," like the first part in the party, it was nice. All right, last question. This is for Rosie and only Rosie. Do you think, Rosie, you would read the novel again, like junior high again, once you're older?
of course.
Like, of course, like when you're
Around the
15 and 16, would you read it, or would you rather
of
read
course.
high school maybe?
No, I'll not read high school. I'd rather read junior high because
Junior high is nice.
I just like junior high better. I just think that I would still like it better than high school.
When would you read
I
high school, do you think? When you're like
Yeah.
18?
In high school,
When you're in high school?
High school, smart.
Oh,
so that
Okay.
I understand what their high school was like when I'm in high school.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be
True.
quite different.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, we are kind of like rereaders. Like, do you guys find that you reread books a lot?
Mhm.
Like, your
Yeah,
favorite
I
books?
have read
Yeah.
The Great Gatsby like more than 20 times.
Yeah.
We've
And-
like read the like Winnie the Pooh book like a bunch of times.
Yeah, we've
Twice.
Oh my
read
god.
Winnie the Pooh
Oh.
books like, I don't know, probably 40 times really. Like, I don't know. Because for months that's all she wanted to read. at bedtime or independent reading, and
It's just you
Mhm.
have a
Where-
comfort book sometimes. So
Yeah.
and they're so good.
yeah.
They are good.
What's your favorite book, Rosie?
Do you have a
You don't have
favorite?
one?
You don't have one?
Not
But
really.
is
Isn't this one of them?
That's one of them.
Junior
I have
high.
junior high. I have a question also for you. Like, if you started to read a book and you don't like it, would you leave the book or would you like force yourself to finish the book?
I would try to finish it and see if there's parts that I liked more than the first.
Perfect. Actually, this
But
is the
I like
answer.
it. But
good for
I-
you, because
but
I
I-
abandon books all the time.
Yeah.
I try not to, but I couldn't not abandon Pride and Prejudice. It's just it tore up my soul. I just couldn't. It's too romantic for me. I can't
We
read that.
we just read Wizard of Oz.
Oh, I love Wizard
Um,
of Oz. Yeah.
And there were some parts in that book that are a little creepy to
Mm.
her.
Yeah.
And so like she would, I don't know if she'd reread that now, but I mean overall you really liked it, right?
That's for my homeschool
Yeah.
curriculum.
Yeah, for school. So we read that and she really liked it, but there were still parts where I think that if
Yeah.
she were reading it like without me, then maybe she wouldn't be keep going or
Like
something.
the
I don't know.
Yeah,
fight-
maybe she wouldn't
fighting
continue.
part. And
All
then-
right. So I guess that's it for the interview, but we're still
Mhm.
gonna talk through the discussion.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell me when it's high school time and I'll leave.
It is high school time.
It's high school time now.
It's high
But you
school
can come
time
back.
now.
You can come back when we're done.
Yeah, I'll go color.
All right, she's gonna go
Okay.
get a picture or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
I'll see you
go.
soon.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, sorry, my child cracks me up.
Oh my gosh, she's great.
She's amazing.
So funny. But she will just take over and start talking through the whole thing.
That's what kids do. All right, so the discussion, each of us will speak briefly about each point in order to share our ideas comprehensively and clearly. By briefly, I mean let's not take an hour.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna share what you liked and disliked about both illustration and dialogue. Jess, would you like to begin?
Okay. I don't think there's anything I disliked about the illustration at all.
No, same.
I like to start with dislike, I guess. I always
I think
It's
that's better
better.
actually, because
Mhm.
like then you
Get it
end in-
out of
in
the
a
system.
positive. Yeah, totally.
yeah.
I support that.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't really a lot of the dialogue that I disliked either. Like, I just, sometimes I felt like maybe there are too many friends in one scene where it was like, okay, who said that or who's talking first?
I had
Sort
that
of.
with the audiobook.
Had that
Yeah,
with
yeah.
high school with this book.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like high school, I could follow it a little better.
I still can't
Also,
tell their friends. Like I'm always
many
like, Debbie,
characters.
who's that?
I always
Debbie
have to
helps
tell
me.
her who is who because she doesn't
It's
remember. It's
wait,
too many people.
Stephanie and
Yeah.
who? Like I always mix up Stephanie and who's also like who's the other
Zoe?
character? No, not Zoe. I know Zoe. The one that's like Stephanie.
Christina.
Christina. Oh yeah, Stephanie and Christina. I still don't know the difference between them. Oh my god.
yeah, but like even just visually, like in the illustration, sometimes I'm like, did we need 6 of them in that frame? Like, do they all need to be there? But I mean, that's like me really grasping to find something
Yeah.
that
It's not a bad thing. It's just
I
something
dislike.
that like
no,
you
it's a
have to-
challenge.
It's just that Tegan and Sarah
Yeah.
have a lot of friends and
Yeah, there's
they
just,
had to include them.
yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah,
We're
it
not
was
used to
just
that.
a little bit of a challenge sometimes, but
Yeah.
not too bad. But there's nothing that I dislike at all about the illustrations or
Me
the story,
neither.
really. I mean, I just loved everything about it. I need to write reviews for it or something because it would be glowing.
I need to write my
Review.
review actually on Goodreads. I haven't done that. I need to do that.
Oh, cool.
I'm like flipping
Um,
through the pages to find something I don't like or something, and I can't.
Yeah.
What
no,
about the
there's no-
likings?
I mean, everything. What I don't know. I do like how even though like Avery is a bully and rude and horrible, I do like that there's a character like that. I mean, you need, like you were saying, you need that
Like
sort of,
it's a real thing.
balance.
There's always someone who, and I think that like usually it's not just one person.
Mhm. Yeah.
But but you have to have someone to, I don't want to say that it in that way, but like someone to teach lessons in like every
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, and when reading it with Rosie too, it's actually really helpful because if kids are reading books and there's never characters like that, then you never really
Exactly.
can have those conversations until it happens in real life. And yeah, it's really helpful. And the way that Noah is like, well, that's just how she is. That's like, I've had friends exactly like that are like,
Me
well, that's
too.
how they are. And then we just tolerate it. And
And that's not cool. Yeah.
yeah. And then I'm like, why is that acceptable? But yeah,
I think that the book itself is a very good preparation for like literally kids who are going into junior high because
Yeah.
of these things that happen in the book, and they're like, if that happens in real life, they kind of
Mhm.
already like they know what to expect almost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's really what I liked about it. That's my favorite thing about it. Parentally speaking. I mean, I
Well,
think that's
I might be the critical one in here.
Yes, go ahead.
Illustration, I don't have any dislikes. I actually love the illustration, and I just liked how everyone looks different. Because if you've
That's
noticed
true.
the names are, we're gonna talk about that. They're not all I guess like Faiza. Faiza is an Arabic name, by the way, but
Mhm.
I know she's I don't think she's an Arab. I think she's Persian. And like you have ethnic names, Cairo,
Mm.
for example, Rashani, all of that.
Mhm.
And I suppose that also was reflected in the illustration, but not in a like stereotypical way, like in a demeaning way. It was done
It's
very
very
well.
incorporated into their lives. It's not something that like people bring up.
Not
It's
like,
just like
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
it's
part
oh,
of
not like
it.
she's
it's
a
like
different ethnicity,
yeah,
a
it's
Yeah,
different
not like
culture, just like,
it's a big point being made or anything. It's
yeah,
just is.
exactly.
Yeah.
and I like that Tegan and Sarah added that. I'm not sure if that's how they wrote like the script with these names and then or decided to change them later. But like I don't think they had that like that many like their friends are not I don't know about their friends, but not from different ethnic groups. I don't know. But I think I like that they added that. It's just for inclusivity.
It's a
Yeah.
But
diverse group
it's diverse group,
of
yeah.
kids.
So
Yeah.
this is very important, and it's a good discourse to teach to kids at this age because I'm a teacher to middle schoolers, and I know the type of effect they have seeing like other people around them, especially older generations.
Yeah,
If
representation is
people, yeah,
important.
exactly, around them are racist, they're going to be racist. If people around them are they celebrate diversity, they're going to celebrate that.
Mhm.
um, Dialogue, I had a problem with, and this is something when it comes to the criticism part as well, with some
Mhm.
of the references. But when I discovered that it was written in 2018, it did make sense to me why Billie Eilish was mentioned, because kids nowadays
Oh,
they don't care about Billie Eilish. It was the 2018 18
they
kids.
wrote it in 2020 though.
Mm.
Billie Eilish is out on the
I
way
think
out, I guess.
2020, but they had their vision of 2018,
I
2019.
see.
No, nobody cares about Billie Eilish anymore.
Mhm.
Like kids in 2020. I'm sorry, Billie Eilish, but kids nowadays they care about the weekend. Pe
This
people,
is so crazy how like
really,
artists
it's
they're
just
big and then they're
longevity.
not
Yeah.
anymore.
So
Yeah.
Girl in Red was very like viral in 2020.
Yeah,
Now
like where is Girl in Red?
nobody
Where is Billie
knows.
Eilish?
Nobody knows Girl in Red anymore. So it's
I
like
mean, they are out there. They have their fan base for sure, but it's
mm,
not like it's not on the
it's
spotlight
not
anymore
like
for
Taylor
sure.
Swift. Like Taylor Swift is
Right
just Taylor
now.
Swift. So
Exactly, yeah.
yeah, some of the words were a bit outdated, like kids these days do not speak them. I have some examples when we get to that. I'll show you those, especially at
They
the
used
beginning.
yeah, they used a few words that felt very like, oh, it's a
Cheesy,
millennial writing this
cringy.
book.
Yeah, I do understand that. I think their friend Robin
And
did
I'm
help
like the
them.
old millennial, and I'm like, yes, I love it. I love all these little old references.
I wanted to say maybe my favorite part or something I really liked was the conscious space that they have when they're
Mm,
blue and red was one of my
Mm,
yeah.
favorite parts as well. And like
yeah,
it's really interesting because I think that's how they like because they always talk about like, oh, we can't read each other's minds, like we're not feel each other's pains or whatever. And
but they
these
did
spaces,
include that.
they're not really talking in real life,
They're
but they
just
are
thinking.
communicating.
Yeah.
Yeah. but they are communicating because I think that they know that the other feel that way, even though they're not like
Exactly.
verbalizing it, but they feel it. And that's like, I think that it was interesting to bring it up in the book because like as twins, I feel like I think that other twins are gonna really relate to that
I actually,
part
this is
of
my
it.
favorite part, yeah. But something about the dialogue that kind of I understand that Avery is a mean girl, but some of like the idea of her being really mean the entire time, it's just like this didn't sit
Like
well with
she
me.
didn't learn a
No
lesson at all.
character development, or we
Well,
didn't get
yeah,
into the character a lot.
maybe in book 2.
Maybe in
I
book
was gonna
two.
say, I kind of wanted to see her background, like why is
Yeah,
she like
Yeah,
that?
this is what
yeah,
So
I know she's
I'm hoping
jealous.
that,
I
yeah,
understood she's jealous of Tegan because Noah is suddenly like there with Tegan, and I understand that she doesn't treat Noah the way she treats Tegan. That's why Noah basically was like she's always been like that.
she's never
Yeah, I
happy. She's
think she's
never
just like
enjoying
the mean
herself.
girl, like the the mean girl. But I like that Sarah stood up to her at the end. So
Maybe Avery is gonna be when she's older, she's gonna become, because she never entertains her. She's always like at the party, she wants to drink. So I think that like when they get older,
yeah,
she's gonna be like the, what do you say?
troublemaker.
Yeah,
like a bad influence.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, she reminds me of a lot of people like in this age. A lot of
Yeah.
students are like that. They just want to like, but I think if they show the background, it would be like, is she just mean or is she just possessive? It's just it's like it's like this character is like those old Disney Channel shows like in Wizards of Waverly Place and Lizzie McGuire, and you have the mean character that's always mean.
yeah,
Like so
Yeah.
I need to see, something deeper. And I understand this is for kids and they like this trope of the mean girl that's always mean. But this is deeper than this Disney Channel. This book is much
yeah,
deeper and has
yeah,
a lot of more ideas and themes. So I hope they discover or they get into Avery's mind a bit in the next
yeah.
book. All right.
I wanted to talk about Noah too, but I think we have, like, it's gonna come later. Characters and stuff.
Mm, talk about Noah right now.
Okay. No, I just wanted to say that I think that Noah is not influence, is not the word, but Tegan is just very impressionable. So when they met Noah, and then Noah was really popular, and like I feel like Noah just wanted to be friends with them because they were twins, not because like she really liked them. Because when it was time to choose who they want to be friends with, they were like, I just want to be friend with everyone. But
Mm.
some of these people are not nice. So like, why are you, being on their side? So I think that Noah might be even toxic because like very on the fence with whatever happens. So I think it was good that in the end they're not
I
friends with her
think
anymore.
Noah's just very like an active, like a very an extroverted child who likes to have fun and wants to have a lot of friends, and like even in the party, the house, like she didn't want to leave. She wanted to play video games and
Yeah.
she was very excited and hyper and jovial. So I think that's just her. That's her character. But at the same time, she really chose Avery. I think it's because Avery's her
It's
best
because
friend
they've known each other for
since ever,
forever.
yeah. And but she didn't try to like get like Avery to, like chill a bit.
But
She could have. She could
or
have
like give
done
her,
that.
or like show her a reason. Like, why are you being like this? You don't have to
Yeah,
be grumpy all the time. We're
exactly.
all
This
here
is
to
what I'm
have fun.
talking
Like,
about. Like the background. What happened?
yeah.
Are you scared of Avery? Are you her little puppet? Do you just
and
follow her
Yeah.
and
around?
Noah just likes to be the center of attention all the time. So whenever, like at the party, Noah knew that Tegan liked Kato, but still went out with him,
Mm,
Yeah.
and that
mm.
wasn't nice,
Yeah,
This
that
could
was
have been
not.
written about my middle school experience, basically.
See,
All these
yeah,
things.
these things like
I
it's
think that
real, like
dynamic is super accurate though, the
the
Noah
dynamic.
Avery thing, and like Noah wanting to be friends with everybody and not wanting to like ruffle Avery's feathers or get on her bad side, all that's like super true to life. Like
Yeah,
most
it's
of my
very,
friends
I
in
agree.
middle school, that's what they were like. Most of my girlfriends, it was like somebody was kind of in charge and could do no wrong, and maybe they push everybody around a little bit, and then
Hmm.
there's this more easygoing person who's kind of friends with everybody, but
Mm.
not really, because they just don't want to say anything or piss
They're
anyone
just,
off.
it's very on
Yeah.
the surface, like
Yeah,
friends on the
but it's also,
surface.
it's like it's a harsh time.
Yeah, I think the dynamics exist in real life.
Yeah.
When you're in a group of people, you try, like some kids have their own personalities, and then some of them are always going to try to make like everyone be happy and enjoy themselves, and then other people just don't care about it. But because like you want to be friends with the popular kids, then you
Yeah.
like you decide to, like, you don't know what to do because you're like, what am I going to do? Like,
Yeah.
stop talking to them just because, like it's hard for kids to realize what's actually happening and what's right and what's wrong. So
Right.
Noah is like, I think she legitimately doesn't understand what she's doing is like harmful. It's just like, but I want to be friends with everyone. Like, it makes sense in her head.
Yeah, she's just like a couple of my friends from middle school.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the audiobook version.
Let's
Did the
see if
actors
there's,
do it justice? Yes, they did. We just discussed this.
I think they did
but
justice.
Addition.
the voice actor for Avery cracks me up though.
Yeah.
Like,
Same.
hey, what are
Yeah.
you guys
She has like the
doing?
raspy voice, the bad girl raspy voice. Like
She's like all like, I
Mhm.
don't know. I thought it was so funny. Even
It was a
though,
great
which
interpretation.
voice actor I didn't like? Debbie Roshini,
Roshini.
right? Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like no,
Her voice was too
Mm.
whispery.
kind
oh,
of.
really?
I use the word. I can use the word.
Use
I can cut it
whatever
out.
word you want.
It's just, I don't know. It's like she's horny.
She sounded horny.
Oh, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, was it like too sensual?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sensual.
she was like, she
This
was
is the word.
too flirty,
Yeah.
like, which we understand, like, because Sara and Roshini from the beginning, they didn't want to be friends, they wanted to
Yeah.
date. So like like the whole time when they were talking, at least in the audiobook, I felt that way. Like in the book I didn't, but in the audiobook I was like, well, they're already flirting.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
right
Yeah.
at the beginning. So I agree with you, but I think they did a good job. The people that
Yeah, I think overall
acted as Sara and
really good.
Roshini, because I was like, they're flirting.
Was the addition of Tegan and Sarah's narration a good one?
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Yeah,
great
I
one.
think it's great. It's good to fill in some of that stuff that you get visually when you're looking at the book,
Yeah.
because the beginning, it doesn't start the same really. Like they kind of just already are at school. In the audiobook, they're already like, it picks up where they're already at school, but in the book, you have that whole intro part.
Yeah, the intro, this confused me, by the way.
So I
If
liked
you
how they did that, and how they kind of interrupted it with their
Yeah,
narration.
it was the
It was like-
outro, and then they got it
Yeah.
into the intro, and I like that. And then I realized it was that.
it was important because if you listen to it without reading the book at all, you need some background.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
What I really, really liked was the music, like I don't know how it was like, I don't know. It was so nice. And I imagined it
Yeah.
as a film. I don't think this should be
Yeah.
a series, but it should definitely be like a Diary of a Wimpy Kid type of film. Got it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's gonna look a lot like Hey God, what's it called?
Are You There, God? It's Me,
Are
Margaret.
You There, God? Yeah.
that's true, because they did say if they make it into like to the big screen or whatever, it's not going to be animation, it's going to be
Live
live
action.
action.
Should
Yeah.
be. It should be a movie, not a show. We don't want to repeat the high school, not being renewed. But
it wouldn't be like a cartoon. It would be
No,
like
not a
real
cartoon.
people.
Actual real. They need to find twins
Yeah.
right now that are 13. They need to do that very quickly.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's What I like about the narration also when they bicker, when Tegan and Sarah, actual real Tegan and Sarah, like start bickering in the narration. Did you hear that? Like some parts, it's like,
Yeah.
And Sarah's like, I said,
like-
brilliant idea,
yeah.
Tegan.
Yeah, I like that
So
Yeah.
too.
I like
That's
that.
funny.
All right. What do we like more, high school or junior high? Be honest.
Probably high school.
Obviously,
I
it's the real
don't- I don't-
story.
It's different. It's like
It's
compare.
different. I
it's-
can't.
it's-
I don't think
I
I
mean,
can
we're
pick.
old, we're adults, so we're gonna choose high school, obviously.
Yeah, but I
But
mean,
yeah, it is different.
But I
Yeah.
really liked it. I really liked it.
yeah,
So like
Mm.
it's high school, but
yeah,
this
it's
much.
close. It's real
It
close.
did change my perspective on graphic novels, honestly, because I didn't think we would be so cool. I loved it, actually. All right, let's get to, since we're talking about high school, let's get to the parallels with high school. I'm pretty sure all of you have noticed some parallelism. I've actually noticed parallelism with high school, the show, and the
So that's the thing.
book,
I have notes.
even
I
with
have
the
notes about
illustration.
high school, the book, and high school, the show,
Mm.
like parallel to junior high, because some of these things were in high school, the book and the show, but some of them weren't. Some of them were switched.
Mm.
So like for example, in the book, Tegan is sick, but in the book and the show, Tegan gets sick, but in junior high, it's Sarah. So that changed, and then we see like the perspective of the other one going to school and having to deal with that without the other. Tegan is the one who is freezing Sarah out, because in the book and the show, Sarah has a girlfriend, and then in junior high, Tegan doesn't have a girlfriend, but she's so mesmerized and wants to be friends with Noah, etc., that she kind of like freezes Sarah out because she's so obsessed with her new friend. And then Sarah ended up like being left out, and that's why she didn't. And because Tegan tells everything to Noah, Sarah was like, I'm not gonna tell her about anything anymore. And when that happened, I think I cried at that part.
Oh.
When Tegan finds out that Sarah got her period and it didn't tell her.
I felt betrayed.
Yeah.
I felt the
But that's
betrayal.
because-
Yeah.
But that's because Sarah doesn't trust Tegan anymore, because Tegan is like
Yeah.
interested in her friends now.
Yeah. But that's
And
the opposite. That's not how it, like, in high school is different. It's like
It's Sarah that does that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
that shelters Tegan with Naomi. What else do you have?
Like I'm just gonna read my notes. So they made Tegan's room messy because they wanted to distinguish Tegan and Sarah like personalities in junior high, but in real life they're both very organized. So that was just for this book. I'm like, this isn't true.
Can I say something about this? Okay, if I reach a note,
Yes.
I'm gonna interrupt you to say it, because since we're going
Okay.
down. They don't got it. That was very cheesy. Don't put that next time.
You don't. They don't got it.
Got it? They don't
They
got
don't
it.
got it.
You don't like that?
This is a millennial thing.
Yeah, that's a very
they put-
millennial thing.
Okay.
Got it. They don't got it. So
But what?
no,
Why? What's wrong with it? I'm like trying to defend it because
I mean, it's fine. You
I
can
mean-
you understand what they mean, but it's not something that like
so this
middle
is also
schoolers
not
would say
even Gen
now.
Z. It's like Gen Alphas are gonna read this, right? So Gen Alpha are
Right.
really so much worse than Gen Z.
I'm raising my child to be like a millennial. So
Yeah.
she
You're
has like
doing-
an
She
elder,
got
she has
it.
like the vocabulary of like an elderly person. So
You're doing
She
great,
got it.
honestly. Yeah.
Their first day at school, they wear the same
messy.
shirt.
do
I
they?
think I think I wrote that down, and I'm like, that wouldn't happen in real life. They're wearing the same flannel.
Take
But-
a look at this though.
They're fictionalized though, remember?
Yeah, that's true.
It's why mom and Bruce moved, and now we're closer to that. So they kept the names Sonia and
Mhm.
Bruce
Oh yeah, that's true.
from high school. Their dad too, Steve. They added Vicky. She was not in high school. And
Yeah, I wonder what the reason to add Vicky was. Did their dad have a
I
girlfriend?
think their dad did have a girlfriend, but they didn't
Because
include
I
her.
thought
Maybe
I
she
remember
didn't.
like I remember seeing some interview where like they were saying how he never was really with anybody
Yeah, lonely and
after their mom.
I don't know.
Only,
I
And
guess
I thought, well,
later.
maybe
Only
maybe
later.
more private, and then they just like,
I guess for the
I
like
think
period part and the vegan
I think
part,
they
so it
added
can,
I think they added a girlfriend for the story
yeah,
for the kids who were reading it, so it's not like
yeah, I guess.
I mean, it makes sense. And then it makes sense because then it adds to the awkwardness of like the
Mm.
period and like, oh, Vicky's in the bathroom and like,
Yeah.
but actually that would be really helpful to like then have another adult
Yeah, it's
there.
like you can't really trust her. You can't really trust her and tell her that, well, I don't
yeah.
know how to use a tampon because she's not your mom and it's your first time. So you just take it and then you just like lock yourself in there until like
Yeah, and
you leave.
it just
Shows
fit
that you're
into
not
the
that
story
close.
because imagine if the story was just him and them. I feel like
That would be
it
very
wouldn't be
awkward.
as interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as a kid reading it, I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, and what also it's mirrored from this book in high school is the move. We're moving. They're moving. I mean, they were always on the move, but high school starts this way as well. I mean, the show also starts like they're into a new place. They have moved.
Right. And they
Yeah,
don't know
they
anybody,
moved
and that's
schools
not
in the show. So yeah, and the same thing here. They have like it's a new school, and they're worried. In high school, the show you also see them like how they're like farther away, and even in the book like Tegan is alone and Sarah's alone, and here Tegan is the like weak one, the one that cries. And I
But
like
they're
the intro
definitely
with the
closer.
crybaby. Did you see
Yeah.
the crybaby reference in the intro?
Yes,
Yeah, she's like,
in
I'm
the
a
audiobook.
crybaby. You know what I like? I like that Sonia looks exactly like Kobe from high
Oh,
school.
the hair.
Yeah, the hair and the looks. So they made her more. I mean, obviously, Tilly did draw that way before the cast was
She
picked,
knew. Hmm.
but that's just funny that she looked a lot
Yeah.
like their mom from the show. I have a note in here. Oh, on page which page is this? 14. Can you find page 14? It's with their dad driving them to school. This is the same picture that we have from high school, the show, and it's like their dad driving them. Not their dad, I mean Bruce
It was
driving them.
Bruce.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like it's the same thing. Is Fiza supposed to be Kyla? I don't know.
Kayla.
Kyla.
I think the characters between the book, the show, and junior high, I think they're all very different from each other. And like they definitely used attributes from each character to compose
That's true.
the ones for the show and junior high. But
Isn't
I
Kaito
don't
supposed
think,
to be Spencer? I think Kaito's supposed to be Spencer though.
yeah, because like there's Kaito and Noah. And in high school that also happens between Spencer and, but at the time it was Kayla.
Yeah, Kayla.
Spencer and Kayla had a relationship, and then Tegan just tagged along,
You
and then
know
they broke
that
up.
they tried to indicate that Kaito could be gay,
Well, he
right?
is
He is, yeah.
by the end of the
Right?
book,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which is also Spencer.
Which is Spencer, exactly. So
Yeah,
that's why
that's
I'm
true.
like, all right. Oh, what I liked is page 38. And this is did Sarah call Tegan Tiggy in high school?
Twice,
In the book?
like
A couple
very
times.
little. But
Yeah.
they do mention that it was her childhood
Nickname.
nickname.
Not TT. So it's just
Yeah, I like how they use that. And then when
so in the
does
show it's more.
Noah call her Tigi, and then that bothers
Yeah.
Sarah kind of. I like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool that she was picking up these things. Like, why are you calling her teeny? Like you.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh,
I wanted to talk about the fight in the bathroom.
Oh, the
Mm.
bathroom
I thought-
brawl.
I thought it was very well done, because like it wasn't like a forced fight. Oh, they're just doing it to have a fight. In the book, I felt like it made sense, because I really liked how Sarah said Tegan is not like, she doesn't gossip.
no, she doesn't. She defended her immediately.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I like the way things unfold. I like how they did that, because it wasn't Tegan. Tegan didn't do anything, but they thought she did. And like I said, Noah just likes to be the center of attention. So when like she's not a good friend, because when Sarah's like, no, Tegan didn't do that, she's not a gossip, and then she's like, well, she told me about your period. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so she's not a good friend that way, because even if you're upset with your friend, you keep the secrets.
Exactly.
So she did exactly what she thought, but
It's
Tegan
just
did.
childish. I mean, kids at this age, they act like that. They're kind of
Yeah,
defensive and
that's
impulsive.
why I think it's very realistic.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. This was funny. When Cairo says, oh no, when Tegan says, I'm Sarah. No, wait, I'm Tegan. Sarah is my sister. I drank 2 Cokes. Sorry.
Yeah, that was funny.
Did she really
That was
forget
funny.
herself? So, wait, did you see like in the music room? That's a lot like in high school where they record in the music room and all of that. I guess that's the same thing.
Yeah, it's a music room in school.
Yeah,
They go to school
school,
to do that,
yeah.
and then in high school they did the demos and stuff, at like for a class as well.
Yeah, and gunk and punk and all of that, and the party that's also in high school. But it's like, whose house they have the first party in high school?
I don't remember.
The one that they
Christina?
sing.
Oh, they
Christina's
sing. It
house?
was
Yeah,
no, it was for. I think it's just like
Yeah.
high school.
yeah,
One of the brothers,
yeah. Just like the show, you mean?
Naomi's brother,
Yeah, I guess
like the
Naomi's brother,
show,
yeah,
like the show.
yeah. Also,
I really liked the chapter, the Christmas chapter, when they fight and then they make up.
Oh yeah, I like that one too.
That was so sweet.
yeah,
It's so sweet.
And then afterwards they find the guitar.
yeah.
So it's like,
Finding the guitar thing is nice. Also, you know, when
and they
Sonia
find it
says,
with a friend.
That's the
In high
difference.
school, it was
Yeah,
just the two of
just
them.
grounded. When Sonia says, I've had crushes on girls. Oh my God, we should talk. There's nothing to talk about. That's also in both the show and real life
In the-
and in the
In
book.
high
And
school.
Sarah bantered about that before. So it's like that's a memory really stuck in Sarah's brain.
Mhm.
Oh, this is one of the references that 100% kids nowadays are not going to get. You're such a Regina George. No.
This is
Yeah,
a
but
millennial. This is a
that's
millennial
their-
reference
But that's there for the older people reading it.
to
Don't you think?
understand.
But
Maybe.
if you're like telling someone you're such a Regina George, I think they could just like Google Regina George.
Yeah.
I
But-
wonder,
yeah.
is it something that kids say nowadays?
No, no.
No.
No, they don't know because no, here's the thing. When I started to teach in 2016, 2003, and 2004 kids, they knew exactly Regina George. We would also always give examples from Mean
But not
Girls, like
anymore.
when I explain. Now, if I say Mean Girls, everyone's like, "What? Who?"
Right.
I see.
So, no,
Yeah.
they don't
But I
know.
think it's fine that it's there because there's a lot of
It's for the older people too.
Yeah.
for the older people, it's for the parents, it's for
Yeah, it's true.
it's for
Okay,
the adult.
So it's something
Tegan and
it's something
Sarah
that can
fans.
actually create dialogue between the parents and the kids reading, if they're reading at the same time.
That's
Yeah,
And the
because
kid
Rosie
can
was
be like, who
Reg-
is
Regina, and I was like, oh, it's a character from a movie, and she was not nice. And then
Yeah.
she's like, oh, okay.
that-
She hasn't
yeah.
seen Mean Girls, probably won't for a while.
But she should when she can, because it's a great
Yeah.
movie.
Oh yeah, very nostalgic.
Yeah, it was like one of my favorite movies growing up.
Yeah,
Definitely.
me too.
What else do I have in here? Oh, the end. The end is a lot like High School the show, right?
What happened in the end?
Kinda, or high school as well. It's like Roshni is like
Oh,
she posts this note.
she went to camp. That's true.
It's like Phoebe and Naomi go into the French immersion program, and so that's the same thing. And I like that they lifted like this, like God, Sarah's really like traumatized by this incident that she has to put it in every book. All right, that's I guess what high school for me.
Yeah, I think we're good for the discussion.
Why is this graphic novel important to preteens?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just important for, like we said, inclusivity, letting them know that there are different types of people and families in the world, and there is nothing wrong with that. It's
Everyone is different,
healthy,
and
everyone's
yeah.
different, and twins, this is the life of twins. Twins are not weird and supernatural or anything else. They go through things sometimes at the same time, sometimes
Separately. they had
separately
different experiences. Yeah.
experiences. So
I was
guess
gonna
that's
mention
why.
that Tegan kind of jumps from friend to friend because she gets really interested in Noah,
Yeah.
but then at the party when like Noah doesn't want to be her friend anymore, but like they have a fallout, then she gets close to Chloe, and then at the end she has a crush on Kato, and then she has a crush on the cucumber DJ.
Cucumber, DJ Cucumber. Oh my God.
So
DJ
so Tegan is like
Cucumber.
all over the place with her friends,
Yeah,
and then Sarah
and
is
like,
just like
isn't the Cucumber DJ is old? Like, she's in high school. Why would you have a
she's in high
crush?
school, yeah.
Yeah, don't have a crush on someone that much
But
older
Sarah
than
is just like Roshni. That's it.
Roshni.
So that's like
Sarah,
they're very different people.
I noticed. I mean, this is in real life as well about Tegan and Sarah. Yeah. Well, let's move on to the song analysis. This is everything.
Oh my God, we still
Climbed
have
up
to
on a
analyze a
rainbow.
song. Jesus.
Very quickly, very quickly. I just have one question about the song.
Okay, no,
One-
it's because I have to edit this later.
I'm gonna spare you for an entire month though. We're gonna have to like take a break
Go on a
because
break.
yeah, because I need to work on this paper because my supervisor is judging me real hard right now. So like
That's
that's what you
fine.
do on your free time. You
I'm
just
going-
listen to Tegan and Sarah
I'm going
audiobooks.
I'm going to Brazil at the end of the month.
Yeah, I
so
know. That's why I'm like, all right. Anyway, I have one question. Jess, did you
this is
think it
about
was
Tegan and
Sarah?
Sarah, not about Debbie and Mary.
Yeah, was it Sarah singing the song at the end of the audiobook? Because it didn't sound like Sarah.
What do you think, Jess? We don't know.
I don't know.
We couldn't tell. Like I
I
think
couldn't
that
tell either.
so when they find a guitar and Sarah like
Oh, not
starts
payment and
singing
billing.
for the first time, I think it wasn't her, but I think at the party
It
and
was. And
and
in the outro thing.
Can
the
we
outro,
listen
I
to
think
it
it's
like very
Sarah.
quickly?
I think yes.
Yeah, it was hard to tell, and I kept thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna re-listen to this with my headphones on to see if I can
Macmillan
tell."
audio production from Farrar Strauss Production Company. Sunshine just to see her more clear. A little short on solar, but I haven't given in.
Is that Sarah?
Hold her hand,
It could be.
and I do it.
You think that's
I
Sarah
think it's
singing?
her. I think it's her, but I think when they find a hold on, let me find that chapter. The first song, like what she hums or whatever, it's
Mhm.
What does it
the
say by
actress,
Tegan?
It's the voice actors.
the voice actor, but
Yeah.
at the party and at the when they play it at the dance, I'm pretty sure it's Sarah, and at the end it's Sarah for sure.
Mhm.
Like with the actual
With the
Sarah
edits.
can make her voice sound very juvenile.
Yeah,
I think,
I noticed
yeah.
this.
Hi,
Hi Rosie.
I'm back.
Can you
Hello.
hear it or not? I don't think you can hear it. I haven't shared sound.
No.
Mhm.
Hmm.
We hope you've enjoyed this production of tegandsarahbook.com. Hold her hand, and I do it without.
Yeah, I think that's Sarah. I think that's Sarah. Maybe it's a demo and she fixed like they missed it. Just the demo,
It's
no?
definitely her now. It's not her.
Yeah.
It's not her teenage
Yeah,
voice.
it's definitely a new recording.
Yeah,
It's a new
yeah.
recording because this is everything. It's Tegan's.
Mm,
Remember?
yeah.
We don't.
This is a song
don't
that
think
Tegan
there's a
Quinn
recording.
wrote and that appeared first on the Orange demo and then later on the album Under Feel Like Ours. On the Orange demo version, Tegan sings the lead vocals and Sarah sings the background vocals. On Under Feet Like
Does it say
Ours
the?
version,
Does
Tegan
it say
sings
the
the lead
year it was
vocals.
released? Can you click on the
Um,
orange demo?
Yeah.
Link?
Wait a minute. I think it says it.
I think it's 98.
Where is the orange demo?
I
Oh,
think they wrote it.
1998 release date.
Okay. Yeah, 1998.
So high
So
school.
they were 17.
Yeah. And the lyrics are different as well. I like the lyrics of Climbed Up. It's nice that they didn't call it This Is Everything. They called it on Climbed Up on a Rainbow because that's the Sarah lyrics. I think she added maybe those lyrics.
Maybe, yeah.
Because in the audiobook it says music by Tegan and Sarah Quinn. I don't know if Sarah did the score also, like the music for that.
I don't think she did. I
I don't
think it
think
was
she did.
someone else.
I think it's
they only did
Macmillan's, yeah, because like
In
Someone
the
else.
outro credits, they mentioned Grant. you know? I can't say his
Oh,
last name. They mentioned him,
Jeezy.
so I think he helped with the music.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, maybe there are some songs that are coming out, and that's what the music they're talking about, some album. I don't know.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah. There was a music video made of the live performance on February 16, 2005, and that was included in the It's Not Fun, Don't Do It. We need to watch those, rewatch those.
We
Some of
watched those before.
yeah, I forgot about
Oh my
those.
God.
Some of the lyrics were originally written by Sara, which Tegan stole for the song, including the lyric Frosted Lemon Coward. So
Yes,
I wrote This
'cause
Is Everything, but a couple of verses are Sarah's lyrics that I stole from her. Shh, don't tell her.
because
So,
Sarah's the one with the frosty hair, lemon frosted.
mm,
It was her lyrics because
yeah.
she had blonde hair.
That's true. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
this is actually one of my favorite songs.
mine too.
Yeah, from their earlier albums. I like this Clever Meals. I really liked it.
Hmm.
I mean, I love Clever Meals. This is the first song that I heard of them. So, yeah. Would you like to add anything about This Is Everything?
No, I think the
No.
themes are different because like when they wrote it originally,
Mm.
it's about a relationship that I think it's ending. But
Mm-hmm.
for the junior high,
No, it's not.
it's
Mm.
new. It's like
Yeah,
it's something that Sarah wants to happen and
yeah.
not in the past. Like it's
Yeah.
more of a
Excuse me.
wish. Hi.
Hello.
I drew this picture.
Oh, that's nice.
Yay.
That's from junior high. That's the blue
red
and the
blue.
red and Sarah's new hair. You
Mhm.
drew,
Cool.
yeah, you draw really well, actually. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Nice.
Good job.
Good job.
Yeah. Can we have like this picture as the like cover of the of the video, the YouTube one?
Can you send me a picture? Take a picture of
Yeah.
it and send it to me.
Sure. Yeah.
We can do that. All right.
can do that.
I guess that's a wrap for this episode. But before we wrap it up, I would like to give a huge thanks to you, Jess, and to Rosie for joining us in this episode and hearing us talk for exactly 2 hours, nonstop.
It was fun.
It was fun, right?
Super
I really
fun.
enjoyed it. All right. Well, you can find us on our social media
No,
platforms.
first, Jess, would you like to share any of your handles? I don't know if you want people to find you
Yeah.
online. If
I
I was
they
don't
gonna ask
care.
Jess.
Yeah, sure. It's just Jess and Helton on everything. But I'm horrible at social media right now, so
She only looks at Tegan's hair content.
I mean, Twitter is dying, so
I know.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting about Threads. I have to figure out like
I don't
how
want
I
to
want
use
to
no.
use it.
I think that's it.
I
That's it.
don't-
My social media days are over.
like
Twitter's
I'm so
dead.
confused. Yeah, I'm so confused about
Oh.
social media in general because like where do I go to post things? I don't know anymore because
No.
like
I don't know which
Everyone's
things I
everywhere,
should
dispersed.
post where.
yeah, like I feel like each app has different audiences.
hmm
And I'm like
Yeah.
most people that I talk to are on Twitter, but I thought that Threads was cool and then I wanted it to be a thing, but no one I know is there. So why am I there?
It's just too confusing for
No,
now.
stay there because I might start posting there and being
Okay,
there more.
please, because
Just stay there.
I
Okay.
don't.
And then
I
Instagram
don't remember
I
it.
just use for
Yeah.
personal stuff. Like I don't use it
Yeah,
for Tegan and
same.
Sarah.
I like Instagram for the personal aspect. I don't use Facebook. I just like on Facebook I read some
I
stuff
don't
on
use
some groups.
Facebook at all.
No, I use it like if I want to like there are some groups that like the anonymous questions that they ask. I'm like they're funny. I don't know.
Right.
Um,
don't know.
if it's like university thing, sometimes university groups when I was like a grad student, I would use that. But that's it. Like
I used
if I-
Facebook. I used Facebook a lot until at some point it became just like boomers sharing like random stuff, and no one I
same.
knew was there anymore. So
Yeah, I don't share anything. I don't post anything.
I just don't have a reason to be there.
Twitter, I love Twitter. No, I don't love it anymore, but it's getting so messy and so boring to be there as well. And
We'll
Threads is
see.
just
We'll see what's
yeah.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
With Twitter and social
All right.
media in general. It's changing for sure.
I mean, TikTok is the safest option right now.
Anyways,
Yeah.
The podcast, we just want to talk. We are on Wanna Talk TNS Pod on Twitter. We just want to talk on YouTube. We Just Want to Talk on Spotify. On Threads, I post about Tegan and Sara there, and the podcast. It's TNS and me.
Mhm.
My personal Twitter is not TNS Lyrics, where I also talk about Tegan and Sara. What else? TikTok, it's Peroko Debbie. That's it.
All right, I'm just inflated gravy on Twitter and
Twitter.
TikTok because
Yeah.
I can't memorize so many usernames like Debbie. So it's inflated gravy. And if you don't know
I'm
what
a
inflated
mess.
gravy is, watch our podcast. You will know what inflated gravy is. All right. That was a very, very nice episode. Thank you again, Jess, and thank you, Rosie. Thank you,
Thank you so
Debbie.
much for
Thank you, Miriam.
joining us.
Sure.
Thank
Thank
you
you for
for
having us. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
very, very fun. We're sorry if we overshared, if we got off topic many times, if we took so much time of your day.
No,
Um,
you're
I
all
pause
good.
a
Have
lot
fun
when I
editing
talk.
it, Debbie.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Debbie. You will have to edit
It's
that.
fine. It might take a while, but whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
We have like 10 listeners, so
Yeah. You know, I was so excited. It was like, can we invite Jess and Rosie? I think Debbie suggested it first, and I was like, yes, let's do it. Maybe we'll get more audience. It was like a dream on.
I mean, I think that when we have guests, it's
Yeah.
more people listen to it or watch
Yeah,
it on
yeah, yeah.
YouTube. And I think we just took too long recapping high school, and people are just they gave up on us. So I think now with different topics, I think it's going to be a bit bigger. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, people
Hopefully,
know
I think
high
you guys
school,
are going to
so
help us kick this
let's
off.
hope.
We'll
Yeah.
try.
Come on, let's hear one huge loud bye, all right? Come on.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
And
Bye.
bye.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Bye. Bye.